Hi, love. Just wanted to let you know there's nothing to fear about eclipse season. All the people on this social media things and people you follow who are somewhat involved in astrology and energy, they always say, be aware. But it's nothing to be afraid of because in everything, it's always about keeping things to yourself, align with yourself, and just breathe. Yes, there are some major events going on. It's true. And if you are not completely ready to be, to dive in just like that, well, it's going to happen, and maybe in a slightly different or somewhat lesser form. But it's still going to happen. If you are totally anxious about it or want to divert it or just look the other way, and anxiousness about this is so wrong, in my opinion. Be my guest if you think otherwise, but it's not like you wake up and totally different. But these things do happen. Just overnight, you can have an insight. You have healed through the night in your dreams because if you like it or not, and if you know it or not, during the night, you are healing. You are doing the work what daytime you doesn't have the time for or the consciousness. But there is always healing at work at night, and be thankful for that. Be thankful for that. Just know that it works like that, and it doesn't mean that during the day you can ignore everything and, oh well, at night it will happen at night. No, of course not. It's just helping you to get through things, and it's so beautiful. So be thankful for that. Be grateful. The eclipse season between the 7th and the 21st, and that's a 2-week time period with a lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. It's also equinox. Yeah, well, you still just need to do the things you are obliged to or that you need to do, because we cannot just all sit down and try to feel everything. Luckily, it's in a weekend. It is on a Sunday. Well, so you have maybe some more time to reflect. But it's always a good idea to reflect. I reflect almost every day. I write in my diary almost every day. I write scripts for how I want my day to be every day. Sometimes I miss it, and boy, those days are not my favorite. So that's also a reminder for me. It works when I journal. It works when I write the script. It works. And I know this because I do it. It's my own experience. And it's the experience of lots of women who were being guided by me. So it works. And it keeps you sane somewhat in these trying times. Virgo is all about discipline. And the hardest part for me is to be disciplined. Not that somebody else is doing it to me, like I said it right now. No, that I am being structured. I hate it because society is telling me that I need to do it. So, but it's against my nature. But I need a form of structure. And I also know that when I am not following my gut instinct and my alignment, that it's all over the place. And the balance between structured and following my gut and my alignment, that's a constant, I would say battle, but it doesn't feel like that. Because I need to pivot. I need to make changes when I don't feel aligned anymore. Sometimes I say, I will do this, and I'm all in a moment, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I really think it's a good idea. Wow, my heart's on fire. I am totally in it. And it doesn't need to be that far ahead of me, because by the time I get there, oh, okay, how am I gonna do it? Because my mind is already thinking something else. That's why I always say when I am, like for example, the Magical Egypt retreat, it's in March next year. I don't normally plan ahead that much. Because they always say next week I could be dead and buried or set on fire, cremated. But I need to plan it because people need to know. I need to arrange things. Sometimes it's not really working out when you think it's already in October. I'm still going to Egypt on a retreat in October, so life just does its own way as well. And that's what alignment is, and that is following your gut and following your flow. But that's always why I say, at the moment, it is when it's there, I work, I live intuitively. So I can make a whole program, and by the time it's there, it needs to change because it doesn't align anymore with the moment at present energy. So it really needs to be at the moment. That's why I always say you only have now. So if you are anxious about eclipse season, don't be. Just keep breathing, do your thing. And it's a good time to just let go. Let go of that which isn't working for you anymore or never did. I did so many things because I thought it must be that way, because of society, because of somewhat of character, manifesting generator and a Taurus. Somewhat contradictional, but hey, I'm working it, and it's going better and better every day now, because I know now what I need, and I need to stay curious, and I need to do the different things, and I'm really happy about it. So hold your horses. Remember that this is a very good opportunity to reflect and introspection, so you know what you do, and you also know what needs to go. I'm done with that. It needs to go. I don't want it anymore. I never wanted it, but now I'm in charge. I'm a grown woman. I can make these changes. And please think boldly outside that comfort zone, because the comfort zone is where it's choking you and keeping you small. And the planets are working in your favor with that right now. So take that energy And no, it will happen anyway. Maybe not the bold thing you need to right now, but a milder form. It's also perfectly good because it is you, it is your life. Be nice, especially to yourself.